Hello, I'm Linda Valentine, Executive Director of the General Assembly Council, the mission agency of the Presbyterian Church USA. I've had the joy of meeting with thousands of Presbyterians like you all over the country. Three subjects come up time and again in our conversations: our commitment to international mission, what we believe as Presbyterians, and what we're doing about evangelism and church growth. Tom Taylor and I often talk about these too, and I've asked Tom and some of our colleagues to speak with you about these important subjects that are central to how we witness to the gospel.
Hi, I'm Tom Taylor. I'm the Deputy Executive Director for Mission for the General Assembly Council for the Presbyterian Church USA at our national offices in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm relatively new to this position. I've come here for the past 8 months, and I've come from a church in Southern California where I was a senior pastor, a church called Glenkirk Church. As I've come here, I've learned an awful lot of things about the exciting ministries going on nationally and internationally that, quite frankly, I didn't know about in the life of our church. Ministries that you and I are doing together. And I wanted to have an opportunity to tell you today about some of those ministries. For 170 years, Presbyterians have engaged in mission opportunities all around the world. And during that time, we've developed assets, we've created relationships and partnerships, we've developed influence in places that you may not even know exist. For instance, one of those places is in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Years ago, Presbyterian women paid to start a small medical clinic. That medical clinic turned into a larger operation and over time turned into a hospital. It then eventually turned into a full-blown medical training center and now is about the third largest hospital and medical training facility in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. It's a marvelous facility that serves over 36,000 outpatients a year. It has a 170-bed facility that's full most of the time. Its doctors and nurses work very hard to treat the many people that come not only from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, but from nations surrounding it, many of which are at war. Many of its people that come are walking for miles and even days to get to this facility. But there's one thing about this that troubled me as I heard this story. Recently, the chief surgeon and the head hospital administrator came to my office to talk to me from that hospital and tell me some of the things that were going on. They told me that because of some of the unrest here in our denomination in the United States, there were churches that were reluctant to give as strongly as they had in the past. But the result has been that that hospital is now down to only 7 doctors on their staff. The chief surgeon told me that he had delivered about 1,032 babies last year, and as he told me, he said, "Tom, you know, we are not at war in the nation of the Congo," but he said, "Many of the surrounding nations with us are." And he said, as a mom has come in and she's about ready to deliver a baby, he said, maybe you can turn some people away, maybe even hundreds of people if you need to, who have walked for 5 or 6 days. But as that mom is coming and she's pregnant, he said, that baby is coming and there's really no way you can stop it. You need to deal with that situation. And so it's for reasons like that that I really hope and pray that you'll continue to support ministries just like this hospital in the nation of the Congo. Another powerful ministry that I've come to learn about is our work in Pakistan. In Pakistan, we own about $200 million worth of real estate. And on those properties, we have partnered with many of the churches there in Pakistan to put hospitals and secondary schools and Christian colleges at work. We've become in many ways the envy of Pakistan for people to send their children there and to send their graduate students there to go to school. Can you imagine a more wonderful and powerful place to have a witness for Jesus Christ than in a place that in many ways has become one of the hotbeds of unrest for the Muslim world? A place where Pakistani officials want their kids to go and be working there in tandem with Christians in an operation that they know is overtly Christian. It's a powerful ministry and one that I really hope you'll continue to support. We need to stay together in those ministries. People are relying on us to do so.